Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Journey. This is what I'm working on today. This thing is probably built in the 70s or something like that. I drove for about an hour to go pick it up, paid somebody about 200 bucks for it, probably overpaid for it, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to use it for a chicken tractor. It's a camper trailer from, like I said, somewhere around the 70s or so, and it's built like a tank. That thing is heavy. And to start off with, I need to fix the tires, or this one specifically. As you can see right here, I've got to lift this thing up. It has no jack on the front of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to put one on it or not. So I put a jack underneath it. We got to go ahead and raise it up. That way I can hook it to my trailer, hook it to my trailer hitch. Because I'm planning on jacking this thing up, and I can't do it without it connected to something, because I need the one wheel off, and there's no way that thing's going to stay in place with just one wheel on the ground. Well, I probably don't have to do this. Probably just have to repair the tire. But since it broke the seal on this and it was sitting on the ground and there's all kinds of crud, most likely got in there and it may or may not have messed up the seal. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to pry this off of here real quick. Hopefully not damaging the tire. Looks like it's okay enough to do that. Get it off of there, check it out, get everything cleaned up real well, and then make sure that it's going to make a good seal, and then work on whatever may be causing it to leak. Most likely it's probably just a hole somewhere. Once I get it all cleaned up, put back together, and then air it up, we'll see what we need to do to actually fix it. Alright, so the amount of fighting I was doing trying to get this off here, I'm afraid I'm just going to do more damage to it than what's good for it. So since I have at least broke the seal on both sides, I'm going to go ahead and blow some air in there, get everything that I can blow out of it, clean it all up real well, and then go ahead and try to get the reseal again. We'll just go with that because I can't get anything, and that's all I care about is the seal anyway. So we'll just go with that, see where it goes. Well, you can see that was an utter failure. Cleaning it up the way I did just didn't do any good. Well, it probably did some good, but it didn't fix the problem. So, and no matter what I did, it still wasn't going to fix the fact that it was leaking right at the valve stem. Most likely those were all the same problem. It's just a poor seal on the rim because the rim was rusting up, poor seal right at the valve stem because the valve stem was rusting up. So I took it completely off. I was afraid I was going to damage it before. You couldn't really see it, but it looked like it was tearing up the tire itself. Because I was using pry bars, I went to Harbor Freight and I bought these. I actually got 2 of them. They're only like $7.50 a piece or something like that. They're real cheap, but they really worked well because they're thin. They got the little hook on the back of them that really grabbed on, because it just wasn't working good with the pry bar. This side over here is more pointed, but it's still kind of curved up. Both these together, it was doing the job. And I got 2 of them because if you've ever taken off a tire before, you know that you gotta start in one place and you gotta go to another, and you can't just slide it over. So I got 2. Like I said, cheap enough, didn't matter. The other thing I did was I pulled the valve stem out. Of course, when I did, I ruined it. So I went ahead and bought some more valve stems. And I think these were like $5, probably overpaid, but I got the ones I need. And it's a 2-pack. So if I ever need another one, I got one. And then the last thing was, it's like $1.99 or something like that, but just one of those little tools that you use. This is, takes the valve stem out, valve stem core out. Then you can re-thread or kind of tap the threads inside there and on the outside too, if it's a problem. And you can also use this to pull the new valve stem on, which I'm about to do now, because this one, I couldn't do anything else with it. I mean, I cleaned it up and then I spray painted it. Should be, I just took a grinder and with the flap disc and just cleaned up, make it as smooth as I could all the way around. And then I went ahead and painted it just to help protect it a little bit more, keep that from happening in the future. And at the same time, it also, the paint will kind of fill in any little pockets or whatever, divots or whatever caused by the sanding. And so it kind of makes it a little smoother. So we're going to see how it works. Let me grab my spray bottle and we'll put this valve stem in. So we just unscrew this, get the cap off of it, put it through, partially through. Go ahead and take our tool, screw it onto the end. It's kind of hard to show you and be able to see myself. We just spray this down, give it some lubrication. Make it seat in there a little easier, and then just pull it in. There we go. We unscrew this off of it, and then while we're at it, go ahead and use this to go ahead and take the core out. And I did it before with just a piece of tubing that I put in there, or you can use tweezers or something like that. But while I was in that department anyway, I always meant to grab something like this. I just never had the need for it at the time I was looking. But this time I was just in that area and I needed something like that. So now I got it, and I'm going to keep it with all my tire stuff so that I can always keep it together. Now we're ready to go ahead and put the tire on the rim. That thing was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. But put it in the water, thing held air. I was really surprised because you saw where I marked it. I thought that it was probably going to be leaking from there. Initially, when I was first airing it up, I could feel air coming around from one of the sides, and you saw me hit it. That just kind of knocked it, made it seal a little bit better. And when I put it in the water, nothing was leaking. I was really surprised. The valve worked all the way around, the rim's working. The tire is horrible, but it's holding air, and that's all I really care. You know, it will hopefully serve me well, because it's only got to travel 10 feet or so, or whatever it is, whatever it's going to be, each time that I move the thing. So it's going to take probably 10 years before it gets a mile on it again. Anyway, just show you, if you want to do it on the cheap, you can replace your own tire, unless it's aluminum rims, and it's going to be a little more difficult. These are steel rims, so it's okay. And you know, with the newer tires, the ones that are not so thick like this one is, this looks like it's from a Jeep or something. Yeah, with the newer ones, they're a lot more pliable. It should be a lot easier to get it on and off the rim. This one, maybe it would have helped if I'd have set it out in the sun a little bit, but probably not. This is just an old tire that's this really thick. Like I said, this thing, it could be original, and the thing was built in the, probably somewhere in the 70s. The whole chicken tractor itself cost me $200. I don't want to go spending another $100 or so on a tire or a rim or both. And this thing is going back on my chicken tractor, so there will be more videos on updating that thing, because I still need to do things like weatherproof it, help fix the windows, maybe paint it, clean up the inside, tear everything out so I can get ready to build all the stuff that needs to be in there for the chicken. There will be definitely at least 3 or 4 more videos on that thing. And whenever it's done, hopefully it looks as nice as some of the ones I've seen out there. Again, I'm not putting a lot of money into it or anything like that, just what I need to get it done. Because those chickens need to go into it, and they definitely need to get out of my greenhouse so I can use it for this winter. If you like this video, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can see future videos whenever they come out. And until next time, y'all take care.